This video is on biometrics. We talked about different authentication methods in our previous video, but we didn't cover biometric. Biometric authentication is a method of security that uses a person's unique biological characteristics to verify that they are who they say they are. Biometric authentication systems compare physical or behavioral characteristics to data in a database that has been verified and confirmed to be authentic. Let's go over them. First, we got the fingerprint. This is the most known one. It uses a variety of approaches from palm to side of fingers and thumbs, and sometimes even the feet. Not only are these used for security, but it's used in forensics to catch bad guys. We can use them for authentication because of the following fundamental principles, which is that fingerprint will not change over the course of a person's life. Fingerprints have general ridge patterns that allow them to be classified systematically. And a fingerprint is unique because no two fingers have ever been found to have identical ridge characteristics. It's not really the safest because you can simply use tape to replicate it. Next, we have retina and iris. These two are different. Retina is the most secure method of authenticating identity. It's a thin layer of tissue that lines the back of the eye on the inside. It's located near the optic nerve. Then we have the iris, which is the colored tissue that surrounds the pupil of the eye and is made up of intricate patterns with numerous furrows and ridges. Next, we have facial. This is the most common on phones. The system uses digital video camera to capture face images, which are then analyzed to determine facial characteristics, such as distance between the eyes, nose, mouth, and jaw. Then we have voice. This is another commonly used verification system. Voice verification systems are distinct from voice recognition system. The process of recognizing what someone says is known as voice recognition, whereas process of determining who is saying it is known as voice verification. Next, we have vein. Palm vein authentication is a vein pattern authentication technology that uses biometric feature of palm veins. Palm vein patterns exist beneath human skin. Copying or stealing someone's palm vein pattern is really difficult, which means that forgery is extremely difficult under normal circumstances. Then we have gait analysis. This is one of the most well-known biometrics for secretly recognizing people. A video camera that captures videos of human subjects walking within its field of view serves as the sensor for gait-based biometric system, where the raw sensor video is processed to extract relevant features that can be used for recognition. It recognizes a person based on sequence of image received, and it is based on physiological feature of humans. Now, the main reason why biometric aren't utilized as much is due to efficacy rates. Efficacy rates of a biometric system can be affected by cultural, social, and legal considerations that shape the way in which people engage and interact with these systems. A false acceptance occurs when an illegal subject is accepted as legitimate. Then the organization is vulnerable to unauthorized user gaining access. This is also known as type 2 error. False rejection is when authorized subject is rejected as unauthorized by the biometric system, and this is also known as type 1 errors. False rejection frustrate authorized users, and they reduce productivity due to poor access conditions. Suppose an organization's biometric control generates a high number of false rejection. In this case, the overall control may have to reduce the system's accuracy by reducing the amount of data it collects when authenticating subjects. When data points are reduced, the organization runs the risk of increasing the false acceptance rate. Lastly, we have the crossover error rate. Crossover error rate denotes a point at which the false reject rate and false accept rate are both equal. The crossover error rate describes a biometric system's overall accuracy.